reason that I sit up here and I'm a confident person right now, and I'm not, perfect all the time in all categories and all settings, but in most situations, I am very, very confident is because I do the hard shit. I consistently do the hard shit that I know I need to do to move the needle in my life, in different areas of my life. And I do it at the times when I say that I was going to do it or that I'm going to do it. Okay. Guys, I'll go back for you. Back when I was 19 years old, I moved to West Africa. Instead of chasing bitches and drinking like 99% of the people did, I knew that I needed to go and I needed to do this missionary experience. It was 2 years. And it was like, man, I should be going to college and I should be chasing girls and I should be having that experience and I'm going to miss out on my friends and this and that. I knew I needed to do that. It was one of the most uncomfortable things in my entire life. And it was also one of the things that took me from being a just kind of a slouched over high school kid that just walking around, doesn't know what he wants out of life, to a very, very confident man when I got home at 21 years old. And I know that's kind of funny to think that I felt like I was a man, but I felt like I grew up 10 years in two because of that experience. Okay. I took a job when I got home in 2013, selling door to door. No previous experience. My dad told me the company was a scam. My dad told me the whole thing was a scam. I should work on the farm. And by the way, he was just trying to protect me. But I took a door-to-door sales job because I knew that with the goals that I had, learning that skill set was exactly what I needed. And I knew I wasn't going to be going to college. That was one of the most uncomfortable decisions. And I did that for 4 years, guys. I had the butterflies every single day when I got dropped off or when I got to the neighborhood. For 4 years, I knocked door to door. Okay. In 2017, when my software company went to shit, I refused to take a job. I did the uncomfortable thing. The easy thing was to go and get the job and to get my wife off my back and to get the $7,000 a month coming in and to say, hey, I tried the business thing. I'm going to get back on my feet and going to go take a job. I refused to do it. I did what I needed to do. And I went and I started doing SEO, and that's what paid the bills. And it paid the bills for 18 months, guys. When in 2019, you guys know my story, I was $60,000 in debt. I tried the SEO route. I tried a little bit of this business model, but it was wrong. I was doing the pay per lead model. And I thought, man, maybe I should just go get a sales job. Maybe I should just go sell for somebody else because that's going to get me out of my situation. And I made the decision, hey, you need to figure this out. You know, this is the model, Nick. You know, this is the business model that's going to get you out of your shit. You know what you need to do. It's not going to be the comfortable path, but you need to do it. And guess what? That's the year that I went to 7 figures. Okay. Guys, it goes on and on and on of these different things. Guys, just recently, going to Africa with my family. I know some of you guys are sitting there going, man, that was probably a blast. And then guys, trust me, that was the best decision we ever made. But it was one of the hardest things. First of all, try to convince your wife to move to the third poorest country in the world. Okay. That ain't easy. Okay. And try to help her understand the logic behind it and try to explain and have all the questions like, what the hell are you doing, bro? You have an internet company. You're moving to a third world country with the internet shit. It was one of the most uncomfortable things that we've, as a family, being married over 10 years now, most definitely the most uncomfortable 3 months of our life, with dealing with the food and the kids going to school and all the language and all this different stuff. Very, very uncomfortable, but it was what we needed. And guys, this is bigger than just business. I'm talking about life. We needed that. That was the step that we needed to do that for a lot of different reasons. And we did it. And it wasn't uncomfortable, guys. I missed the Rolly. I missed the G-Wagon. I missed the trips to Vegas. I missed sitting in the air conditioning and sitting by the pool. And it wasn't like we went in the middle of winter when I hate the cold. It was the best time of year where I live. March, April, May. It's like the most beautiful time of year when you're doing the barbecues and the pool and the whole thing. And we did it because it was the right decision to make. And so guys, I'm sitting here and I'm telling you this because the reason that I'm confident is because I consistently do the shit that I need to do that moves the needle, the hard shit. And I do it when I say I'm going to do it. And that is how you build confidence. And you do it again and again. And guys, these are the big things I'm highlighting, but I'm not including that I go to the gym every single day. I don't care if I'm sick. And I know some of you guys are like, oh, I shouldn't go to your gym. I don't give a shit if I'm sick. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym every single day because it's a mental thing. Okay. When I say I'm going to be at a certain calories, I put down the candy. And I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty damn good at it. Okay. When I'm traveling, I still make sure to go to the gym. When I say that I'm going to wake up at 5 to plan because we're going to be traveling on this day, but I plan every single Sunday, I do it. I keep those commitments because I have to do those things. Okay. Guys, when I say that I'm going to, I've got Zoom meetings on a certain day and I get invited to golf. This happened last week. I got invited to golf and I really wanted to go. It was a Thursday and it was like not crazy busy day, but I needed to be on certain Zoom calls because we had certain things that I needed to get done for some things that we have coming up with this group and some other things that are, helping this group continue to grow that are happening next week. And I'm like, I just can't. I really wanted to go. All of this to say, guys, is that if you want to build confidence, I know a lot of people that are very attractive that don't have shit for confidence. So it ain't about being attractive. Okay. In fact, I think that doing hard shit and being confident is the thing that makes you attractive. It's not being attractive that makes you confident. Okay. It's not about driving a fancy car. It's not about being in, prime shape. All of these things help. And all of these things are things that I do because they add to it. But if you're sitting there right now and you're at a 4, if you're at a 6, if you're at not a 10, the number one thing that you can do to build confidence is consistently do hard shit that's going to move the needle that you need to do when you said you were going to do it. And again, defining the hard shit as those things that you need to do, that the things that need to be done to move the needle. And they're most often the most uncomfortable. They're most often the things that scare you.